Hey, Will.
Hey, hey, how's it going?
Good. How about you?
Yeah, good.
Nice. I just came back from a vacation to Tahoe, and the crazy thing is, when we were driving through Lathrop, it was 113 degrees there.
I don't know what Fahrenheit means.
Right, I forgot
So
about that.
it's kind
Yeah.
of meaningless.
I still need to actually look up the difference between that, and I should know that, but I don't.
Yeah, alright, fair enough. Should we begin?
Definitely. I have a question. Sadly, my phone cut out and stopped recording like about, I'd say, 30 minutes into our lesson. So the one thing that I was very confused on is that, after you are here and then you step into that, with the backhand, I didn't really fully understand if you're supposed to go under to this and do that loop and step into the hook to here to then step into the push. I didn't know how.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was very
Exactly,
confused
yeah.
how this hand was supposed to work. Because I couldn't recall. So it is going under and doing that circle, right? It's not like out here; it's just a small circle.
Just in front of the face, yeah.
Just in front of the face, and then you step and go into this, and then you do the push. Okay. That's the only thing that I was confused on. Okay, so
Okay.
what comes after the push?
Well, let's go over your stuff first. We haven't had a lesson in 2 weeks. Let's, review everything first.
Okay. The one thing that I've been having difficulty with also was, doing that and just being loose with it and
It's the hands up, not hooks.
and so you're not hooking into that. Okay.
It's here. You hook, and then when you come back to here.
Okay. So you're here, hook, and then come back to there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes it a little easier. Are you supposed to go all the way back, or just kind of a small circle, or is it supposed to be a big circle like the arm?
And keep the elbows into the body.
Okay. Then I've been doing this all wrong. All right. So in.
Yeah.
But to here. All right. Because I was going into the hook. That's why my mind was to go into the hooks. That's what I've been practicing, is going into the hook. Okay. I need to rewire my brain then to go to here. Okay. Okay, so what all would you like to see? Do you want to see me start from, the ready stance?
Yeah, let's just start from the beginning. Let's go over everything, because, it's been a couple of weeks, so,
Yeah.
and I don't think we even reviewed before, so.
Okay. Well, we do
everything that you've learned, we'll just do a checkup.
Okay, so start and ready.
Have we not learned? What about the basics? Is everything we've learned?
Right, basics. Okay. Didn't know if you wanted me to do the whole form and so you can see if I'm getting better at.
I thought let's do the basics first, and then
Okay.
Make sure they're okay.
Okay. Been trying to practice going lower in that stance, but it really hurts my knees to do that.
Yeah, your body posture's gone kind of.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of so. Sorry, let me just get this a bit further back. Okay. So at the moment, instead of being here, which way were you? You were leaning one way, that way, I think.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you were leaning. So get the hips, push the hips down. Push the hips down and forward.
Down and forward, like. Okay.
Shoulders straight. Yeah.
Okay. Like that? Because that feels a lot better for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so rough on my legs. I've been trying to build my leg strength up to be able to hold that, but I can only hold that for like 20 seconds.
But I thought you did a lot of stance training with your Shaolin stuff before.
Yeah, I did.
Right?
And for some reason, because like the muscles in my legs feel strong, but I haven't been able to build them up to where I can hold this stuff for long periods of time because, you know, I do wall sits every day, I do squats, I do like 100 squats, and yet it seems like with this stuff, I can't hold that for more than like 20 seconds. It's almost like my legs are weak, and it annoys me. Like I even put weights, you know, on my back and do squats to try to build my leg strength, and so I can do this stuff better. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, the only way to get better at doing something is to do that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to do.
Like, I mean, the other stuff's good, but if you're trying to do other things to get good at this thing, you know, why not just do this thing more? You know what I mean?
That's very true. Do it more until you can do it better. All right, let's see if I can hold this. Is that a little better?
Yeah. Just relax those shoulders. I mean, ideally, you want to be doing this, you know, I don't know, 30 seconds a minute each side every day. It's definitely something, the stances are definitely something that should be part of your daily practice because, I mean, they're more important than the form because they're building the shapes, you know, that you're then using in the form.
Okay. Yeah, I've only done this about 3 times this week. You know, practice it, and I would step into it and do it, and then do the left side, and I would do it for like 10 minutes, and then I'd go to doing my Tai GP, but I've only done it 3 times this week because I went on, you know, vacation, but I still tried to fit in, you know, practice while I was up there, and I still tried to fit in at least an hour, you know, to practice everything, and you know, make sure that I do the new stuff that I learned right, so this time I can learn the next step. But do you want to see the left side?
Yeah, let's do the other side as well. Just do it from the same way so I can see you from the other angle.
All right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
Then I can see how it looks from both angles. Yeah, drop those shoulders.
Am I low enough to the ground, like sinking enough?
Yeah. The stance is fine. Just keep those shoulders relaxed.
I can't hold that any longer.
Fair enough. When you want to finish, don't forget to come out and close properly.
So when you're here, do you like go into
Bring
that?
bring your feet together and do the closing. The closing.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I will remember.
Okay, shake your legs off a bit and then let's see the horse stand.
Now the horse stance I've been doing every day. That horse stance I've been really trying to get down because I look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like I can't get my back straight no matter how hard I try. I feel like all my weight's falling back and I'm gonna fall over when I try to correct and realign things, and I don't know if it's just my legs aren't strong enough or like I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong with it. Like I try to, as you taught me, to not stick the butt out, to just kind of sit down and
yeah. Don't forget to do the hands.
oh right, that's always what I get wrong. I'm so used to doing that I always forget to do the.
You want to do the hands with the same leg that you step out with, otherwise it kind of doesn't really make sense. If you're stepping with your left leg, then you want to punch to the left side. If you're stepping with your right leg, you want to punch to the right side.
All right.
It doesn't make sense to step backwards and punch forwards.
You're right. Now that I think about that, that's actually pretty stupid.
Yeah.
I think my stance is too wide. There we go.
And make sure your toes are not pointing out. Have your feet facing forwards.
Yeah, I try to have my feet forward and not at a 45.
Okay, do it facing me, because from there it looks like your feet are turned out. Just do it facing me so I can see. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, turn the right foot in a little bit more. The right foot.
Right. Sorry. Yes, I know the difference between my right and my left. I know it might not seem that way.
So the legs want to have a feeling like, kind of like they're twisting in. So it's not something you can see, but it's a feeling of pressure from the inside of the knees here, like that. So it should feel like they're twisting.
So almost like I'm squeezing my hips or my thighs in, right?
Yeah, the knees. Yeah.
So you're saying,
it's horse riding posture, right? So it's like you're riding a horse. It's
yeah.
like you're squeezing.
Yeah, I grew up around ranches and dude ranches, so I've rode horses my whole life. So, I know that to squeeze your legs in and so you don't fall off when you're riding a horse. So it's also to push the knees in when you're doing it, right? And the knees don't go outwards; the knees go in, right?
Yeah. But it's quite subtle. It's just it's a small detail. It's not something outwardly obvious.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that from the Shaolin stuff is, push the knees in and when I do this, I'm still leaning forward and I don't know how to correct that because when I try to lean back, you see how I fall over? I don't really know how to make myself straighter and it annoys the heck out of me.
Just try and gradually over time, as you get more settled into the posture, don't think you have to do it perfectly today. It's a gradual process of your body adjusting.
Okay.
So as your legs get stronger and more able to take the weight, you'll be able to gradually straighten up. And that hand should be over the head, not behind the head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do kind of step out at 45 a little bit when I do this.
Okay. And which other basics have we done?
That one, the bow stance, the empty stance, and the horse stance. That's all we've done so far. Is those three.
Okay. Let's add a basic kick, because I mean this is a kick that shows up in the form a lot anyway, so we might as well do it first.
Okay.
So we just do this as a line drill. You know, the larger your room, the more reps you can do. Basically, you just go up, you know, to the end and then down and come back. So all you do is, you know, from here, step forward, kick with the toe, and just slap your foot. And just do as many as the room allows you to.
So and then the right foot steps. Do you step with the foot pointing forward or at a 45?
Yeah, just pointing forward. Yeah.
And this is a question that I have for the kick. Is my front knee bent or is it locked when I do the kick? Is it bent a little bit or is it
bent?
completely...
Always bent.
Always bent. Okay. And then... And when I do this, do I land forward?
Flick it.
Flick it. Okay.
Flick it. And flick it and slap your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, slap the top. It's a groin kick with the top of the foot, so just slap it, yeah.
So I try to slap
You must
the
have done
foot.
this in Shaolin. You must have done this in Shaolin, right?
No, never did this.
No, this is like the most basic Shaolin, well, all kung fu, really.
We did, you know, out and then step forward and then throw the kick up and then make sure you land with the foot in front and not behind. And then, you know, you keep doing that, you know, and we did that. We did the inside and then the outside kick and all of that. And that's all that I recall doing. And we did that one quite a lot. And then doing that and then doing that.
You'll begin. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, the side
This will
one.
be 5. And then 5 will be this one. And then 6 will be double 1. Those are the normal basics.
Okay. I could never do that side one. It always hurt my hip to try that, and so I've never actually really practiced the side one because I had hip issues and actually had to be in a hip brace when I was a kid, and so I do have to be pretty careful because the hip kept coming in and out. You know, the joint kept coming in and out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, probably don't do that one then if that's an issue. But this flicking one, you should definitely practice a lot.
Yeah, because I know that when I was doing taijutsu, we had to do those of going up and down and even have weights on our feet, and I could not do that because it would, you know, my hip would hurt for like a week after doing that. So I try and be careful when it comes to those types of kicks. But so this. And so
flick the leg. It's not straight leg. It's a flick from the knee first. So the knee comes up and the toe flicks out.
Okay.
And then land it in front, and then just do the next one. So it's like just do it like you're walking, basically.
So when I go up, my foot wants to be pointed towards the ground, right? And
yeah, well, just focus on getting the knee up. Yeah, and the knee up, and then the foot just flicks out.
Okay.
And slap it.
How far forward do I want him to step? Like a foot or 2 feet or?
I don't know. Just land the foot naturally.
Okay. And then I'm gonna give myself a bunch of room for this. And after kicking, you go back into the chamber, right?
Yeah. Don't be so forceful when you drop your foot. Just very casually. Just put the foot down as you step. Just.
Okay. I'm still slamming my foot into the ground. I'm acting like King Kong here. I need to be a little looser. And the body wants to be straight, right? You don't want to, you want the back.
Yeah. Just like walking forward. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that with the other kicks that I've learned, is everything's supposed to be aligned. That's going to take practice, because I can tell my foot doesn't point forward, it's still pointing up. So I need to really practice that. And also, this is annoying me too. I'm kicking out at a 45-degree angle, and it needs to be in front of you, right?
Straight forward into the opponent's groin. It's a groin kick. And it needs to be fast and sudden, so it needs to be very light and fast. It's not like a heavy, powerful driving kick. It's just bang, in and back.
Yeah. And I'm guessing this is kind of like you're blocking a strike and then you snap kick them in the groin, right? Is the concept of doing two at one time, right?
Yeah, don't overthink it for now. Just get.
You know me, my mind.
Get the movement down.
You know me, my mind analyzes all of that stuff and tries to figure it out. Do you want me to keep practicing the kick some more, or?
Yeah, just do one more, so that you make sure you've got it down.
Need to be a lot lighter. That's going to take practice. I have a question. Are you enjoying teaching? Is this like your first time, being an instructor and teaching people, or have you done this before?
No, I've been doing it for about 5 years. I used to have a few students in Shanghai.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, I had 4 students. I had a group of 3, and then I had a girl who was doing private lessons.
Oh, cool. So you love to teach, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think I could find it kind of a little annoying to deal with the things you have of those that don't take it seriously and those that think that, like, all the kung fu they see in movies is what you teach, and so they're disappointed that they're not breaking bricks and,
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to get that with anything you do in life, right? I mean, when I used to teach English, in China, teaching English was my main income, and you get the same frustrations with people. That's just people, isn't it? It's just life. It's not specific to martial arts.
That's true.
You get people that they would expect you to take them from being, I don't know, do PhD 7 or 7.5. Yeah, some people like their English is kind of lower intermediate, so they're at 5.5. They're like, yeah, I have 2 months and I want to get to 7.5, and you got to get me there. And it's like, nah, I don't think that's going to happen. Sorry, not unless you put a hell of a lot of work in all day, every day.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's just people. They just have a lot of expectations.
Yeah, I found that people want things instant. You know, they want things fast and quick, and they're not used to putting in all the effort for months and year upon year, you know, they want it all like fast food. Drive up, you get your black belt, you know, and then drive away. It's like,
exactly, yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question. I just forgot what it was. It was about what I was just practicing. That's right. So you said every kick is the knees bent, right? Like, so you're sinking your weight down for every single kick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so nothing's locked. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to practice that then, having the knee.
I mean, these are just stretch kicks, right? So the legs are straight for that. But no, for fighting kicks, the legs bend, the weights stay sunk down.
Okay. And that's just for better balance, right? Just to keep your balance right. Okay. Oh, before I forget, whatever happened to that guy that, you know, you accidentally messaged me and freaked me the hell out? And I was like...
Oh, I don't know. He never messaged me back. He didn't even... I looked at his Skype yesterday and he still hadn't even read the message. I sent him the same message to his Instagram as well, and it said that he'd been online on Instagram, but he'd not even read it, so... yeah, I guess just ghosting me for whatever reason, but I don't know, his loss, I guess.
That's still messed up because it's wasting your time. And, you know...
I mean, I don't mind if people are too busy and they're like, okay, look, but it takes like 30 seconds to send a message and just be like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to be too busy to study, or I'm sorry, but these lessons aren't what I thought they were going to be, and I don't need them. You know, just at least like a courtesy message takes like 30 seconds to write.
Yeah. It's like, respect is a dying art, I think. Like, that's actually my opinion, is that respect is kind of, because one thing that I've learned here in America is that parents want to be friends. They don't want to be parents anymore. And parents don't want to discipline their kids and teach them respect and teach them, you know, to always be respectful to people. And I see it all the time where I'll be in a museum and a kid will cut right in front of me and I'm reading this sign and the parents will be right behind them and just walk right in front of me and like almost push me aside, and I'm just like, you're teaching your kid this?
Yeah.
And that's I think the problem with everyone right now is they don't have much respect and they don't really care anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I definitely agree with that.
Sorry if I was rambling there. Let's go back to Kung Fu.
It's alright. So I was just thinking, when you're practicing, I mean, you need to have yourself like a routine, you know, so that you're practicing everything, because it seems like you're always forgetting to practice certain things that we've done.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, I was practicing the horse stance like this, but I wasn't practicing that, you know, and I was focusing more on making sure that I was doing that right and making sure that I step on the line with everything and doing, you know, practicing the being loose with the tight GP, and it's like I'm leaving chunks out, and I really should.
Yeah, so I mean, you need to be giving yourself a warm up, you know, do your arm circles, do the Shaolin stretch kicks that you learn, you know, do all that stuff as a warm up, and then, you know, practice your stances and your basics, and then, you know, practice to go over the form.
Yeah. I will definitely start doing that. I will have like every day set aside at the exact same time if I can, with school and everything, I'll try to see if I can have a specific time like you and I do, where 7, I do kung fu and stuff, and make sure that I do everything. And so I really need to start doing that. And I'm a little upset with myself that I've been kind of, because there's been a lot going on in my life recently, and so I've been trying to fit in kung fu, but I've been lacking in it. So I do swear that from now on I'll practice everything and make sure that I.
Well, I mean, if you can't practice that every day, I mean, that's not a big deal. You got to fit it in with the important things in your life. But what I'm saying is, when you do practice, make sure that you're practicing like, a rounded routine.
Yeah. Well, I just mean like, I'm sure when you do your kung fu, you do it every day, right? I'm sure that that for you it's an everyday thing, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's actually how I want to get. I want to be, I want to one day get to your level, and that's actually, my goal is to one day get to that level. And to do that, I need to follow in that same footsteps of doing it every day, making sure that I set time aside. And I've been trying, but I've been failing. And so.
Well, yeah, just fit it in. Just fit it in as and when you can. I mean.
Yeah, because.
Quality over quantity, right?
Like even today, I've only been home for like an hour and a half, and I was in a car for 9 hours, and so I still made sure that I was here to do this, because to me this is important. And so even if I'm in the car for 9 hours and I'm exhausted and I'm really tired right now, I'm still going to set time to make sure that I'm here to do this. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that in mind, should we go on to the form, and then we can
definitely
check that all out? Otherwise, we're going to run out of time.
Oh, speaking of time, either tomorrow or the day after, I'm going to send you, $80 more, and so I can, continue with the lessons. If that's okay with you.
Okay, thank you. I think you've got. I need to check, but I think you've got 2 more for after what you paid last time. But I'll have to go on the Skype history and count the video calls to make sure we got the right amount.
I thought this was my last one. I was pretty certain this was my last one. Like, that's.
Well, I better just count the amount of calls on the Skype history to make sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if I recorded it correctly either. So.
Okay. Well, let's just say this is my last one, because I don't want to cheat time off of you. So let's just say this is my last one, and I'll send you more money, tomorrow or the day after, and then we could, go from there. Because I wasn't keeping track, and if you weren't, I was pretty certain this was my last one, and so like I was 99% sure that, because last time you said you have 2 more, and so that was 1, and so I thought this would be the second one, because last time you said you have two more, so that would have been 1, and this is the second one. That's why I was like, I thought this was my.
Okay, yeah, maybe I got mixed up because you didn't do a week, so yeah, I'll count them afterwards anyway and see.
Well, nonetheless, I'll still send you more money.
Okay. All right, should we get on with the form then?
Definitely. Okay, so what's next?
The form.
Oh, you want to watch me do the form? Sorry. Do you want me to start from the beginning and do the whole set?
Yeah. Let's the whole thing.
Let me make sure I have enough room.
Wait. You're kind of adding an extra breath there. And then up to here, and then start from here.
Oh, then I've been doing that wrong. I finish and do the last and go down and then start from there. Okay.
No. From the chest.
Gotcha. Okay, let me start from square one.
Right, from here.
been doing that wrong. There we go. And like, I still get my footwork wrong. Like, I'm still.
This is also in the low stance. Oh, it's that way around, isn't it?
That is? Oh, okay. I thought that was in the bow and arrow stance. I thought that from here. Oh, never mind. I got confused a little bit there. I thought this was in the bow stance, not.
No, this is low. It's
the low
low
stance.
Yeah.
Okay, then I've been doing that wrong too. Okay. Let me try again.
Yeah.
And am I looser than I used to be? Because I've been trying really hard. Just practice that being really loose.
Still quite robotic in the way you're doing the movements.
I spent all week just trying to be more loose, and be more, as you said, loses the inhibitions and just kind of be like I'm drunk. But guess I need more practice on that. Because
Well, you were doing it just then with your hand when you're talking, but when you go into the form, you go quite stiff.
I guess it's because when I go to my form, when I'm thinking about it, when I'm going to my form, my whole mind is making sure, okay, make sure you step low, like he said. Make sure that you're not tall. You sink low when you do it. Make sure elbows in. Make sure that you step and strike at the same time. Turn this. Make sure pinky's first when you do that. My mind is focused on making sure that I'm doing everything right. But I guess that's getting in my way. Because I thought
I keep telling you you're thinking too much.
I know. I'm focused so much
I
on.
mean, you've done a lot of martial arts before. Shouldn't this stuff be quite, stepping and striking at the same time and the stances and things? Is it not all like the same?
Yeah, it is. I guess my mind has always done that with everything that I've always done. All my boxing, it's always like, okay, make sure that strike and then kick and then step back. Make sure you stay loose, move back. My mind's always thinking about what I'm doing and making sure that I'm doing it right. And my mind's always focused on that. And I always try to imagine an opponent in front of me, especially when I'm shadow boxing. Making sure that I'm moving and cross hook. Like my mind's always thinking when I'm doing it, and like I guess that's my biggest problem is that my mind is always working when I'm doing my martial arts. And even to this day, when I still practice my Muay Thai, my mind's always focused on, shit, I'm not low enough, make sure you're not stepping, you're more sliding when you're moving forward and moving back, like I'm always thinking and I'm not just doing it. Like, I guess I've always been that way when I train, is that I'm always thinking and I'm always looking down and making sure my knee's over my foot and isn't going back and forth, and making sure the knee's on, over the foot when I step, and making sure that the heel is up and that I hop forward, and making sure that I spring forward when I do it, and like.
Alright, should we just do a few more repetitions of the form? I think you need a bit more repetition.
I'm sorry if I talk too much, man.
It's alright.
I really apologize about that. I get into talking and I completely forget, oh crap, Kung Fu. I need to be more into the kung fu. Okay. So what do you want me to do again? The whole thing again, or?
Just do the form a couple more times.
Okay.
So that bit there, right? Try and flow it all together. Look, one. Look, it's almost like a continuous motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when this arm chops down, it comes straight back around. So chop, cover, and round. So try and flow these movements together.
Okay. So going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Punch. Yeah. There you go. That's much better. So it's all linked together. It's all one continuous flow. And that punch, don't think of it like a boxing hook. You're throwing it. You're throwing your arm around.
So
it's not really a.
So you are kind of bringing the arm down, I see, and just kind of like that.
Well, it comes around, yeah. And then it's one continuous motion. So it doesn't stop. You go here, round, stop, look.
Okay, so.
Yeah, from the other side.
I see. Yeah, you're not pausing at all. You are going right into it. There's no pause at all. It's just boom, boom.
And that's what I'm saying. It's all one continuous motion. It's all a cycle of motion.
Yeah, I still do like a dance. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still doing it like I'm dancing, where it's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Okay, let me see if I can do the whole thing all in one. That's one thing that I have not practiced.
Let's do it one more time and then I'll give you move.
Okay. I'm still pausing, and I have a question. As far as progress is going, am I making progress? I feel like I'm
definitely.
Because I have been feeling like I'm stagnant, like I'm not making much progress, and I'm like, so I'm progressing with it.
That's martial arts, though. You don't feel the progress. It's not like, oh, okay, I feel better than I was last week. It's an ongoing, continuous. I mean, it's the same like learning a language or learning any skill, really. It's a continuous, gradual process, and you'll only feel the difference over a long period of time. So if you say film yourself doing the form and then maybe 2-3 months later watch it back, you'll be like, wow, okay, maybe every 3 months or something, make a video of yourself and watch, and then you'll see. That's the only way, really, because it's very slow and gradual as your body's changing.
Okay. So you watching me, so I am getting better, right? Like I am improving with it, and like.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Cool. Okay, that boosts my confidence. Because I was feeling stuck. Like crap, I can't get this. Like no matter how hard I try, I'm still doing everything wrong. One thing that challenges me so much is the step and slide, and I should be used to that. Is step and slide, because that's how Muay Thai and Jeet Kune Do were for me, is step and slide. But when I'm doing it, I'm lifting my foot up and I'm not sliding the back foot forward, and it's been driving me nuts. It's been really pissing me off.
Just don't overthink it. Just do it and just enjoy doing it. If you're getting too frustrated over it, then it's not.
It's not fun anymore,
really,
right?
We're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not fun anymore.
Okay, let's do the next move then.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the end of the line, and now we're going to turn back and go behind us. So you step the right foot in front, across the body like that. And then as you do that, you turn the body and you go like this. Let me just move the camera up a bit. So you're here, step in front, and then you're hitting with the whole, you're making a hook, and then you're striking with the whole forearm. Both arms are hooking, and they both come across.
Okay.
So this one is tucked in, and it's under the elbow here, and then this one is making a bar across. So it should look like this.
So
that side.
So step. So I step across and.
Step across, and then the other foot will come around, and it will hook. So you go here and hook. Can you see that? Here and hook.
So right foot goes. So the right foot goes over the front of the left foot, right?
Yep.
And then this goes like that as.
And the toe is up like this. So you're hooking.
Okay. Let me see if I can do it from this angle. So step, and then.
Yeah, keep those knees closer together. It's here, it's not here, it's here.
And that leg should be
It's
locked.
like the empty. It's the same as the empty stance, but it's the heel on the floor instead of the toe on the floor.
Okay. And you said this hand is underneath this, like they're in a line, right?
Yeah, so it's like this. Oh, sorry, the camera's too far down. Yeah.
Could you do that one more time so I could see you do it again? Okay.
Put the whole foot on the floor. Yeah.
Whole foot on the floor.
Yeah, keep the knees bent.
And the elbow should be in, right, when I do this?
Yep. And turn with the body.
is it out here or is it closer to my foot when I do that?
Just stepping it towards me. Yeah.
Towards you, and then
Yeah, come around a bit more
like that.
with the body. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're slamming with the body like this. The arms don't move, the body just rotates.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're hitting the opponent with the whole forearm.
And you go into the kind of hook, right? When you do it.
Yeah, and the left hand is underneath the elbow of the right.
The left hand is underneath.
Sorry, the right hand is underneath the elbow of the left. Sorry, I'm saying.
The elbow. I thought the hands were supposed to be aligned like that. So it's like.
No.
So it's like that.
Yeah. So this one is covering and this one is striking.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep that wrist tight. Yeah. The hook needs to be strong.
Okay. Next question. When I step, are both feet flat on the floor, or is the
the right leg is flat on the floor, and the weight of the left leg will come up a bit as you're moving it. It's a transition. It's just a transition.
So it's a transition stance. So my weight goes to the right leg, right, and then
left leg hooks as you rotate the body. Yeah.
so when you're doing this against an opponent, you're stepping behind them and then throwing them by their head, right?
You're striking them with the wrist, or the wrist all the way down to the forearm, like a bar.
Striking them. Okay. So you would be.
And then they're gonna, fall over your leg because your legs it's making opposites, right? The legs hooking inwards and the arms are pushing outwards.
Okay. Oh, one last thing. This goes up like that to where you're here, and then it's like that to where you're going like that and then doing it, right? So it's like
No,
that.
it doesn't come up. It comes across.
Show me one more time. Okay. I think I got it. That one actually felt right. That one.
Okay, and then we do this on the left and the right. So you've done it to the left, bam, and then the left hand makes a little circle. So the left hand now circles out, and then you do it to the other side. So here, circle from here to the other side.
So this hand, the left hand, circles outwards.
Yep. And then step the right foot forward into a hook. And then just do it the
foot forward into a hook.
Yep.
This is where I'm a little
Yeah.
confused. I don't really know.
Right, so you go 1, circle 2. So again, 1, circle 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2.
So from here, circle, and then you're stepping like that and doing the same thing to the other side.
Yep, exactly. So you go left to right.
And this comes under as this goes down, right? So it's like that, right?
And make sure you're doing it from the body. You're not just throwing the arm. The arms stay where the arm, the body turns. Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna have to watch that video again like 30 times to make sure that I'm doing it right. Okay, so then this is where I'm getting a little confused, is that you're stepping, so you just step into it. You're not doing like the whole turning thing like you do with the first one. You just step into the next one.
Step straight in. Yeah.
And you do this, and then so it goes from here all the way over. But one thing that I'm still confused on is this does an outside hook, and then this.
Yeah, it comes outside and then in, so it goes like that.
Because one thing I watched in your video is that there's a difference, because your master was showing it, is that there's a difference between the inside and the outside, and I've been practicing that, is the differences between the two hooks. So this one is the outside hook, but then you said that it goes into this, right? Or
outside and then across. Yeah.
Outside and then across. Oh, I got it now. Okay, I got it now, I think. Right? Did I do that right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Okay, do you want me to do it a few more times? Or?
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, we'll have to finish in a minute. Just do it a couple more times and then we'll have to finish up.
Okay.
I mean, you've got it down, it just needs practice.
Yeah. Quick thing, with this stance here, whether it is, here or here, when I sit down with it, I'm not leaning forward, it's just going down. So it's more...
Yeah, just keep the body straight. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if I was supposed to lean forward, because what I've realized is with the rest of it like that, you're supposed to lean forward with it. So I didn't know with the back, when you're here, then you do the backhand, you said that you want to push the body forward, so I've been trying to practice that.
No, you don't want to do that with this kind of punch.
Yeah. Okay. So with this, it's just sinking down. And the back foot is straight, right? Because the front foot is at a 45 degree.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so the front foot's at 45 and the back straight. Okay, so I have been doing that right at least. Okay, so here. And when I'm transitioning into that, this foot wants to be at the side, right? Like you want that foot to be like that, right?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Okay. I'm still doing it with the arms and not the body.
Just make sure that foot is hooking inwards, not outwards. Just think about it. It's coming behind the opponent's leg, so hook it inwards.
Okay. So hook. So have.
Yeah, that way. There you go. Yeah.
Okay. I was so confused there for a second what you meant of the hooking in until I realized, oh right, the bow stance. The bow stance with the foot hooked in. Okay. That that was an epiphany moment right there. I was like, what do you mean the foot's supposed to be inwards? I was like, okay.
Yeah, with the toe pointing up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get going now. So that's looking technically correct, but just needs a lot more practice so it's coordinated.
But as you know me, my stuff is usually technically correct, but I'm still missing everything else. That's the technical.
Just practice. Don't overthink it, and just practice it. And more repetition. That's all it is, really.
So the form for Thai GP is that you're here and then you step and then go into this and then you do the next one, right?
Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah.
1, 2. Okay. Okay. And the kicks.
So you go left, right.
And that kick's gonna show up later on in the form, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next time you see me next week, I'll have that kick down and I'll be able to do this correctly. So.
Okay, awesome. Can't wait. Okay.
All right. Have a good week, man. Thank you.
Okay, you too. See you next week then.
Next week.
Bye.
Later,
okay,
man.
Bye.